Okay, so now this is another examples. If you see, it's more complex compared to the previous one. So we are going to find gx here, which is the inverse of x. Okay, so the gx here is the inverse of x. As I mentioned earlier, you can give any name to the inverse functions, but make sure it is different. I mean, for now, the original function is fx, so the inverse will have different name, gx, like that. But if you don't want to find another names, for examples, is there any notation that we can make use? Yes, it is. If the original fx, then the inverse we can make f minus 1 apostrophe like that, x. So this is indicating the inverse like that. Or if your original function px, so the inverse will be p minus 1 x. That will be inverse. In this case, if you don't want to make a use another names, okay, doesn't matter. Now let's do this. We have fx equal to 2 minus x over 2x plus 3. Again, first step, write down the statement fx equal to y. This is very important because we always start with this one, fx equal to y. Now bring back the definitions of fx, which is 2 minus x over 2x plus 3 equal to y. Now to make it easy, the separation process, now we need to manipulate, do cross multiplications. So we will have 2 minus x equal to y times 2x plus 3. Again, this is a standard mathematical manipulation. You should already know about this one. And then we continue first the manipulations. Over here we have multiple with this, we have 2xy, and then multiple with this we have 3y. Then the next step is all with x on the left side, all without x on the right side. So all without x to the right, all with x to the left. So we are going to have minus x stay here. The minus, this one 2xy move become minus 2xy. So yeah, let me just make it the gap first. Minus x and then minus 2xy. Over here 3y stay. The 2 from the other side over here move become minus 2. Now it's clear. On the right side all with x, on the left side all with x, and on the right side all without x. Next thing to do, we will do the associative, take out all the x. So that will be left with minus 1 because this is minus x. And then here minus 2xy, so take out x, become minus 2y. The other side here is 3y minus 2. Again, now x are already separated. Then we do the cross multiplication. So 3y minus 2 over minus 1 minus 2y, like that. Then give a name. But as I mentioned here earlier, if you don't want to give another name, you can just make use the sign of inverse, which is minus 1. So either you put f inverse x, or you put give another name gx, it's just the same, become 3x minus 2 and minus 1 minus 2x. So this is it. We can prove the original functions here. Let me just copy this, too lazy to write it down. So we bring here. So let's try on the domain and range. Let's try to bring x equal to 1. So who will be the pair in the range with f function? Let's calculate. So f1, that will be 2 minus 1 plus 2 times 1 plus 3. So that will be 2 minus 1, 1. 2 times 1, 2 plus 3 become 5. So we get 1 over 5 here on the range. So 1 will be mapped to 1 over 5 here. Now let's try to bring back this 1 over 5 to the domain. Is it a must to be go back to 1 here if we are using the inverse functions, which is gx. So gx 3x minus 2 over minus 1 minus 2x, as we found it here. Yeah, this one. So put g 1 over 5. So we will have 3 times 1 over 5 minus 2 over minus 2 times 1 over 5 here. It's a bit complex calculation, but no worries. 3 times 1 over 5, we get 3 over 5 minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 over 5. Okay, I will do fast calculations here. I'm not going to teach you how to do these calculations anymore. So I will just do fast calculations here. 3 over 5 minus 2, I'm going to get minus 7 over 5. You can check with your calculator or whatever methods that you can use. Minus 1 minus 2 over 5 on the bottom side or bottom part over here, that will be minus 7 over 5 also. So minus 7 over 5 divided by minus 7 over 5, minus become positive. 7 over 5 divided 7 over 5 become 1. And exactly the same. So I can tell now that this function fx to x minus 3, the inverse functions is exactly here, 3x minus 2 minus 1 minus 2x. Okay, so enough the examples for how to construct one-to-one inverse functions. Later on, or next examples, we are trying to see if it is not one-to-one function, how are we going to find or construct the inverse functions. Okay, so stay tuned and proceed to the next video.